Hello everyone, welcome back to Teacher on Duty Online Media, and I wish to take you to the continuation of the analysis of the short story Hawa the Bus Driver. The short story written by Richard S. Mabala. The presenter is Mwalimu Reginald Bishoza, and I wish to invite you to the form analysis as we continue looking on the short story Hawa the Bus Driver. The second element of form in this short story is title. The title Hawa the Bus Driver is matching with the content because the whole story is presenting about Hawa, who is a strong and brave woman who works as a bus driver in Dar es Salaam city. The content is also presenting about the challenges which Hawa met with and how she solved them. Another element of form is setting. The events in this short story take place in Tanzania, in Dar es Salaam city, with the following subsettings. The first subsetting in this short story is Manzese. This is the place where Hawa lives with her family in a rented house. She lives with other fellow renters like George Chausiku, a nurse, a clothes trader, and a school primary teacher. Another subsetting is Ubungo. This place is where Hawa volunteers to stop the bus, which was already moving very fast, whose driver was outside smoking cigarette. Hawa jumped into the bus quickly and tried all means she could till she managed to stop the bus. Another subsetting in this short story is police station, where Hawa takes the drunkard man, the boy who got an accident, and the thieves who attempted to abduct the passengers. Another subsetting is hospital. This place is where the boy who got an accident was taken to for treatment. The last most important subsetting of this short story is the bus station. Remember, this is the destination of the company buses, and it is where Hawa could start his journey and end his journey. Well, another form element in this short story is style or technique. The writer of this short story has made the use of the following styles. Number 1, narrative style. This has dominated almost the whole content of the book. The narrator is narrating to introduce the settings, characters, and make a description of what is going on in a particular context. For example, Hawa Ibrahim is famous in Dar es Salaam. She is a very strong woman, tall and tough. This is found on page 1. Another style used in this short story is the use of dialogue style, whereby in this short story, the author has also presented the conversation between the characters. And below is a relevant example of the dialogue style from the story. And this is between Hawa and the drunkard. Hawa says, "What do you want?" While the drunkard replies by saying, "Let me drive. Women can't drive a bus. Give me a bus. Give a bus to me, and I will show you how to drive." Page number 8. Listeners, the writers also made the use of poetic style. And remember, the story is full of songs that could praise Hawa's heroic actions. And here goes a good example of a song from page number 4. The song reads, Hawa, oh Hawa, the lioness who defeated the bull. Oh, my friends, when I saw that bull, that big red bull, roaring and running towards me, I began to sweat. I began to tremble. I began to cry. I knew we were finished. But also, as far as informed analysis is concerned, another most important category to discuss is language use. Listeners and viewers, the language used in this short story is simple and straightforward, well understood to readers. This is due to the fact that the writers frequently made the use of Swahili words that might probably pose a difficult in understanding for readers who are not conversant with the language. The authors used different Swahili vocabularies like mzee, jamani, vitumbua, mama ntilie, urafiki, just mentioning the few, and an expression representing the name of the bus, changu ni changu chota chako kwingine, page number 17. Additionally, and importantly, the writer has also made the use of language devices to add color to his language. They include figures of speech and some other artistic devices. Number 1. The writers made the use of simile as a figure of speech. And this is evident from page number 16 when the writer says, she has arms like baobab trees, referring to Hawa, to mean that Hawa is strong. Page number 16, there is another sentence that reads, she has teeth like a lion, to mean that Hawa is easy to react when she finds that someone despises her. Another figure of speech used is metaphor. When the writer says, Hawa, oh Hawa, the lioness who defeated the bull, page number 4. This is intentionally used to show the bravery and strength that Hawa has compared to the lioness. From page number 11, the writer says, the woman is not a driver, she is a devil. This has been used to show the lack of respect that men have towards women. Another figure of speech is personification. This can be evidenced from page number 23, when the writer says, pride and respect are enemies. They cannot sleep together. So, pride and respect have been given human attributes of becoming enemies. The writers also made the use of sayings, and the first saying used states, pride and respect are enemies. They cannot sleep together. And this reminds us that don't disrespect someone because of your status. The last most important figurative device used is barbarism. The writer has made the use of different Swahili vocabularies like mzee, jamani, vitumbua, mama ntilie, urafiki, just to mention the few. Dear listeners and viewers, another form element in this short story to be analyzed is characters and characterization. The first and the main character of this story is Hawa Ibrahim. Who is Hawa Ibrahim in this short story? Hawa is a famous bus driver in Dar es Salaam. She is a wife of Selemani and a mother of Hassan and Saada. She lives in Manzese suburb in a rented house. She is strong, tough, and tall. She cooks vitumbua and sells them before she goes to work. She is a very courageous woman who drives a bus in Dar es Salaam city. Being jealous, um, being zealous and courageous in her work, she gains popularity that sparks fire of jealousy from some of men, including her husband. She is a kind and a good-hearted woman who helps people with the need. She helps the boy who was knocked down by the bus. She is very obedient to her husband. She is a good mother to her children. She is admired by her family members and her neighbors. She encounters obstacles from the society, and her career does not go without sharp criticism from opponents. Dear listeners, the second character is Selemani. Who is Selemani in this short story? Selemani is Hawa's husband and a father of Hassan and Saada. He is a machine operator at Urafiki Textile Mill. He listens to wrong people who gives him a wrong advice. His friends at work advise him to stop his wife from working simply because she is famous than him. Selemani becomes jealous because his wife becomes famous than him. He tells his wife to write a resignation letter and stop working. Selemani is a hot-tempered character and he gets angry just for minor reasons. He makes decisions without asking his wife's opinions. He is given a good advice by Mzee Athman, and finally, Selemani allows his wife to continue with her job. Other characters are Hassan and Saada, who are Hawa's and Selemani's children. They are loved at somewhere at school because their mother is a bus driver, a thing that seems to be extraordinary. It seems to be unusual because women are believed not to drive buses like men. This is according to traditional customs. Mzee Athmani is another character, and he is the oldest bus driver and he works in the same company with Hawa. Mzee Athman is a very wise old man and he gives good advice. What is that advice? He advises Selemani that he should allow his wife to continue with her job. This is evident when Mzee Athmani says, jealousy is like sand in your eyes. It stops you seeing things clearly. Well, the last character, most important character in this short story is Meshach. Who is Meshach in this book?